comfortable and confident in the safety spot?
Oh, yeah. Just finally getting my opportunity out there, so just taking advantage of it. Yeah, definitely feel comfortable and just getting used to it, trying to make plays for this team.
What about free safety suits you?
You said what about it?
Yeah.
Just give me free range, get to use my talents, my abilities. Get to look at the quarterback more, I say the main part, probably the free range.
You like the fact that you play a lot of zone where you can keep your eyes looking at the quarterback?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody on this defense like that fact. Get to look at the quarterback as much as possible and make plays on the ball.
At what point in this, I guess leading up to Buffalo, did you understand that they were going to make this kind of change here?
Nah, I didn't have a clue. Control what you can control, Just go out there and just take advantage when you're out there. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Lonnie, what is it about Lovie Smith's system that is allowing you to have like a breakout season so far this year?
He just have ways and things he go about turnovers. He wants to get as many turnovers as possible for the offense. So it's our job, to go out there and execute it. It's simple, it's not complex. You just go out there and execute it and fly around.
What does the defense get out of you and Justin Reid on the field at the same time?
Oh, they get that evil twin magic again. Like we go out there and Justin flying around, I'm flying around. Y'all see he took a pick from me this game, so he definitely owed me. Just both of us, man, we ball hawks, man. We just both out there flying around, so I can't be mad at him. He was trying to make his money too, so.
You said last week it was about time you got your first pick.
Yeah, it's about damn time. It was about damn time, but yeah.
Greg Jackson said in camp that he wanted to play up and back. Are they still trying to get you to play up, or you just in practice, or they just letting you focus on free safety and play back?
I could do both. Like, it's not really a big deal for real. I'm pretty sure they want to get Jay Reid some reps at free. So I don't mind splitting it at all. Like, it don't matter. We both can do the same thing.
If they just find some space in between, where was that space opening up on your guys' end?
You said they were finding space in between.
Like
they just hit a couple of quick throws. They got a rookie quarterback, so they was trying to get him started as quick as possible. So quick seams, quick little digs and stuff. So I think Lovie did a good job at halftime adjusting to it. So on to the next game.
Speaking of the next game, Lonnie, how does the team move forward after taking, being so close on yesterday and having it just slip away in the final second?
We just got to go in the film room, flush it, watch film and correct our mistakes, and then go out here this next game. And it's a divisional game, so go out here and try our best to win that game.
Lonnie, going back to Indiana, you need some tickets. What are you thinking about as far as the family and friends support that you'll have?
If my family that I got in Indiana hit me up and say they want to come, then I'm not too much really focused on who coming and who not coming to the game. Honestly, I don't care.
What was the wait for that first interception like? You're old. It's been several years, but what was that wait like?
Just have patience. I learned that in my life. You just gotta have patience. You can't rush nothing. It's all God's timing. Just competing every day. Find you somebody to compete with. I compete with Justin every day. We tied right now in the interceptions. We'll see how the rest of the season go.
All set.
Thank you.
I scored a touchdown in the national championship, so that was my last time 5 years ago.
Tell us about the play, what the play call was. It looked like it was a little behind you, and you made a great catch.
Right, so I was supposed to run a corner and on my way to the corner, I was supposed to pick the guy that was covering Farrell. And so really that play was designed to throw the Farrell in the flat, right? And so I just saw nobody was covering me, so I just turned, and I hope that Davis saw the same thing, and he did. So we scored on that play.
So they're going to start designing more passes to you now?
Maybe. I mean, I'm just trying to do my job, and we'll see what happens.
And you're known for your blocking, but how did that feel to, after all these blocks you've done over the years, to get a chance to score in the NFL game?
I mean, my mentality every year and every game really is to go in there and do my job. If they ask me to block, I'm going to do that as best as I can. And if the ball gets thrown to me, I'm going to try to catch it for sure. But I don't go in a game, trying to get 5 catches because I know it's not really a thing for me. I mean, I'm not more of a blocker. But every time you get a chance or an opportunity like that, you got to make it.
Being a part of this team, and the offense uses 3 tight ends a lot, and that's generally when you're used in there. What, as a group, do you feel you add, and what kind of style do you notice this offense is trying to play with all of you at once?
I think we're trying to be a team that runs the ball well, and I think that fits my skill set. That's what I'm trying to bring to the team. An aggressive blocker, a strong guy. That's what I'm trying to be, and if I can help the team doing that, then it is what it is. I really like my job here. I think that's a good fit, and I think I fit with the group too. We got Ake, that's a great receiver. We got Farrell, that's a complete guy, and then we got this new guy, Brevin, that's trying to get better every week, every day, and he's doing a great job. So for me, like in this position right now, I'm trying to do my job, be a great blocker, and also be a great leader for Brevin to get better every week, and maybe someday he's going to be a great guy, a great receiver. So
you're matched up on like defensive ends, sometimes outside linebackers,
right,
one-on-one. I mean, as a tight end, how do you prepare not only just film study and such, but getting your body ready for that because they're expecting you to provide that push?
Right, like they say tight ends like after O-line and after receiver sometimes, right? I feel like I'm more on that O-line side, and trying to be big and strong, and sometimes you get beat up in games, and those defensive ends get paid, man, and sometimes like on pass pros, it's a tough block, but I try to do my best and help the team for sure.
Antony, what did you see other than not turning the ball over? What kind of improvement did you see, Mills, between Buffalo and New England, and how do you account for it?
I mean, that guy's a tough guy, man. That loss in Buffalo was a tough loss, and he always stayed calm, and I think you don't see that from a regular guy, right? Coming off of that bad loss and then coming out firing in that first quarter, and I think he played great. If you look around in the NFL with all those first-rounder quarterbacks that starting right now, they don't have that many wins, and I think Davis is doing a great job right now for us, and he's only getting better. And I think like the communication amongst the offense got better last week, and that's part of it. And also confidence-wise, Davis, I thought he was really confident in that game, and he played well.
Playing for the Buccaneers last year, winning a championship, playing with Tom Brady, what are some of the things that you took away from that you try to use in your job now?
So I was with Gronk more, as a tight end, and I think like the preparation, like mentally, physically, and doing all the little details outside of football to prepare himself for games and stuff, I think is off the chart for sure. And I was trying to do that. And during this off season, I applied some of these things to my game, and I think that's showing right now. Because last year, I had a bad injury. I pulled my calf. I was out half of the year, and then I never came back 100%. And I think that was part of it, my preparation and all that. So I learned from these guys and try to apply that for myself.
Did you ever play hockey?
That's crazy because I'm Canadian, right? And I don't even know how to skate, to be honest. I know it's weird, but just played football growing up, and we played football in the snow, which was kind of cool because we could play contact, but never really went into hockey that much.
So in the winter, when all your friends were looking for ice, what did you do?
I was trying to play football with them, but sometimes, hockey took over, and that was sad, but it is what it is.
What do you think of the weather here now that you've been here for a while?
Like every year I live the two opposites. So I was in Tampa the last 4 years, and Tampa is about the same weather, maybe less humid. And then I go back home in the off season and it's cold. So I'm like, I don't know. Like my body gets used to the heat, and then I gotta get used to the cold again. And then when I come back here for training camp, it's the other way around. So like it's tough. It's tough.
You mentioned, half tight end, half lineman. You feel like you're more the lineman. Were you a lineman growing up, or?
No, I was a quarterback growing up. I was really skinny. I had to put weight on, but I was a quarterback. So I always understood the game. The reads and stuff. Why we do a certain concept. Why we're trying to get there, and I think that's like a huge part of my game because like I think of myself, I'm a pretty smart player because of that, because I played quarterback, and I try to learn like in the concept. I try to know like, every routes and why we're doing that. So, yeah.
Were you a CFL fan or an NFL fan growing up?
I was both really. I grew up in Quebec, so Montreal was the closest team. So I always loved Montreal, but I was a huge NFL fan too.
What are some of the things you're seeing in practice that you think Jordan will be able to bring to this team whenever he gets that opportunity to play?
Brevin? I think Brevin's a great receiver, and some things that people don't know is Brevin can block as well. So he's becoming like that complete guy, and I think, he's an explosive guy as well. So I think when time comes, he's going to be ready, and he's going to be ready to be explosives for sure.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Thanks, fellas.
I know, that was special.
Charlie, how did you feel like it went in terms of your play individually?
I thought I played pretty well. I mean, there's always stuff you can improve on. So throughout this week, we're going to look at the film. We're going to correct the mistakes. Getting out there for the first time, kind of adjusting to the speed of the game. It takes a little bit, but I felt like I did pretty well out there.
Why do you think you guys have struggled to run since beating Jacksonville so bad and running so well?
I think a lot of it is we're being our own enemy. We're not really able to get into a rhythm because of penalties, pre-snap stuff lining up wrong. I think once we eliminate that, we'll be able to really get in a rhythm and get the run game going.
How much has the pulling supported that?
The pulling?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like other you tackles, guards pulling in directions. Like, how's that? Do you feel like that's clearing things up to help out?
Yeah, I think that's a big part of our offense and run game. We want to get big bodies out in space, and when we're able to do that, get us out in space, then that opens up things in the run game for us.
What do you think, if you go back to Mills' performance against the Bills, having that kind of transformation in a week, could you tell any way last week during practice that he might play the way he did?
I mean, he played unbelievable, I thought, yesterday. I mean, and as a rookie, to be able to shake that off a poor game, I'm sure, that he thought against the Bills, and then able to go out there and execute, correct all of his mistakes. I mean, it really showed. He played a lot older than just a rookie yesterday.
What about him, the makeup of him would allow him in such a short period of time to get over that performance and come back like this?
I think it really has to do with him having confidence in himself, knowing the type of player that he is, able to kind of shake that off and move on to the next week. And I think that's really important in the NFL.
Charlie, can you take us through that sack in the second half? I think they had two linebackers in the center and then kind of overloaded y'all there in the middle. Do you remember that, and can you take us through how y'all would have protected that?
Yeah, I mean, that just comes down to communication up front. we could have picked that up if we communicated right. We had the numbers. We would have been throwing hot. So that just comes down to pre-snap communication, really, with us.
How comfortable do you feel playing on the left side, if need be?
I feel comfortable. Throughout college, I was right tackle and left tackle. Last year, kind of throughout the year in practice, I was switching back and forth. So I'd be comfortable wherever they want me.
Were you wondering when you started preseason and then Marcus moved in, if you get another chance this quick to start again?
I mean, it was awesome having Marcus with us. I mean, he was somebody I really looked up to. I mean, he's done such a good job in this league for a long time. So it was always fun kind of picking his brain, watching how he practices, kind of really how he is as a pro. You know, it's a long season, so I was just kind of always preparing each week like I was going to have to start.
What did you guys think when Auclair got the end zone?
Oh, that was awesome. I mean, to cap off, I think it was an 18-play drive, you know, in the end zone. That's really what you want to do as an offense. And so that was special for him, special for all of us.
You see kind of an honorary offensive lineman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, he really helps us out. He makes our jobs easier when he's in there blocking.
You talked about picking Marcus Cannon's brain, you know, in practice. What are some of the tips and stuff he was able to share with you that can help you this season?
Yeah, something that he always does because, I mean, he's had such a long career. He sees some things that he would do early on in his career that I would be doing. And so he says, like, these are things that I wish I had somebody kind of helping me with when I was younger. So he's been able to do that for me, seeing little things in pass pro or the run game that I think will go a long way.
Charlie, the Colts have a good defense, and obviously they see what Davis just did. What does Davis need to do, and what do you guys need to do to help him sustain this?
Yeah, I mean, he needs to be himself, and I think he did that yesterday. We have all the confidence in him. We need to make it so he has all the confidence in us that we're going to communicate well, you know, make the right IDs for him, and not kind of pull back good plays that we have with self-inflicted wounds.
All set?
Thank you.
All right, thank you.